And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and I'm here with Chris Edwards as we
Good
do
morning, sir.
Focus Friday. It's Focus Friday already. Can you believe it? The week has gone by. So much has happened this week. And I know we're going to talk about politics a little bit, but we are going to go into accounts that encourage, inspire, and bless us. And some my picks today are going to be a little bit of a twist. They're going to help you politically. They're going to help you understand what's going on in democracy. So that's what I picked my favorite democracy Instagrams and YouTube channels that I'm going to share with you. And as we do Focus Friday and focus on accounts that inspire, encourage, and bless us.
Well, I
so
know
Chris, what's going on this morning?
Nothing really. I mean, I've been up early this morning. I've been doing a lot of work, so I got a lot done before 10 a.m.
I wanted to get out and do my walk this morning, but it was pouring. It was pouring here this morning in New York City. And I was like, okay, this is not going to be a walk day. But now the sun is out. It's supposed to get humid again today here in New York. But yesterday was so beautiful. Before I go into, let me say hello to some of the folks that walked in the door. Hannah is the first person in the building. She's the first person in the building. Good morning, Hannah. And Brian is in the building. Brian has some news for you guys. I think he'll share it with you guys today. And Kelly A is in the building. Good morning. What's going on? Kim is in the building. Miss Kimmy Kim. I love Miss Kimmy Kim. She's in the building. She says, hi, Ron and Chris. And Dr. Omar is in the building. Happy holiday. Happy Friday, all. And I see, let's see, some hellos to each other. Trish is in the building, but it's only 7 a.m., Chris. On the West Coast.
I've been up since 3:30.
She says, good morning, RNC. RNC. Okay, so let's just start right out the box. Did anyone see the Biden's news conference?
Yeah, it was okay. He had a few little flubs here and there. He called Trump his vice president.
Yes, but he's known. But yes, to me, I watched, and I said, "This is regular Biden," because he's always been doing gaffes. He's known for being the gaffer. I mean, for 40 years, he's been called the gaffer. He's always been called the person that, like, is he on the right track? It's like, does he know where he is? I mean, in that sense of the word, so I saw regular Biden yesterday. And
I think he was definitely more coherent.
Yeah, but he was on a subject that he knows very well, and that is foreign policies. NATO and the importance of NATO, what's going on in the globe, how those leaders feel. They're terrified of a Trump presidency. The world we know will be gone if Trump goes into office. And this draws me to the whole point of, I know people saying Biden can't win. Then that's telling me that the country wants a dictatorship. If you're telling me that one man is standing for democracy and another person is standing for dictatorship, and the man for democracy, I don't care how whatever he is, can't win, and democracy is thrown to the side and people are interested in a dictatorship, then I say, I know it sounds harsh, then the people of this country will get what they vote for. You mean to tell me if that across this country, someone will say, I'm not voting for Biden because he's old, when it comes to democracy and dictatorship? And I know we sound like a broken record here, but I am so tired. Last night I had to do all the correspondence and everything after. And this is the voice of the few. But maybe these Democrats need to wake up and say the poison drops were placed in the water by the Republicans. Can they just stretch their imagination that maybe this whole old thing and all of this about Biden's age and all that stuff, because it was, when you go back, it was the Republicans that were saying this, not the Democrats at first. Now they became terrified when they saw the debate, but it was the Republicans that put the poison in the water. And these, yeah, I have to say it, these idiots, I just have to say it, these idiots are drinking. They're drinking the water from their opponent. There is no guarantee that anyone that they put up is going to win against Trump. However, we do know that Biden is the only one that has won against Trump. No one in the Republican Party has won against Trump. No one in all politics has won against Trump other than Biden.
This is true.
And why? But again, I say, why are these folks diving in this water and they still? I mean, and again, he came out and I thought he did a great job last night. A couple of gaffes, but that's Biden. Like I said, we've known Biden to have gaffes when he was 45 years old, when he was 35 years old. Remember,
he's known for them.
He's known for being a gaffer for 40 years of politics, almost 50 years of politics. But yet, there's nothing this man will be able to do. I don't care if he walked on water like Jesus. He will still, there'll be people out there saying, I don't want to vote for him, because these people that are saying that also are not true supporters of Biden anyway. Because when you had a primary, he won the primaries. Yeah. And what's so sad to me about the Democrats who eat their own every time. Al Franken, remember that?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up yesterday because I forgot to talk about that, but they didn't even give him an opportunity to present his side of the case. They threw him out instantly. And this is something that they do on a regular basis.
The Democrats are horrible. They are the most stupid bunch of yahoos in politics. They don't know how to settle on. Take some notes from the Republicans. Stand by your man. Because again, if the Democrats were doing their job and going to the streets and talking about Project 2025, talking about women's rights to good health care, talking about what's going to happen, what's happening overseas, bringing home, I mean, all the Democrats need to do is go door to door and go do politics like you're supposed to, grassroots. Now, you probably see I'm a little emotional today. I'm just so freaking fed up with these stupid Democrats that don't know how to focus, and don't know how to win the war. So what? You lost a battle. You lose battles in wars, but you have to ultimately win the war. And we are in a war.
Well, let me answer this, because now it's being reported that Obama and Nancy Pelosi are actually having private talks on how they can move forward to talk Biden into stepping down.
He's gonna have to step down. There's no getting around this. The sharks in the water, like Omar said the other day, the sharks have smelled the blood in the water. They're not going to let this go. And the more they keep doing it, and again, this is not the majority of the Democrats.
Yeah, but
this is a few.
The list is growing.
It is
really
growing.
And now you've got Democrats in the Senate that are actually calling for it. It was only the House at first, but now you've got guys in the Senate that are asking for him to step down. So, and then also the biggest thing, other than the actual Democrats, senators, and House representatives, it's the donors. When that money starts to dry up, then they know they have a problem.
Yeah. It infuriates me that, because once you start this snowball, it just keeps going. It becomes unstoppable. Once you got an avalanche started, you pull the trigger. For we skiers out there that I used to ski, you pull the trigger and the avalanche begins. There's no stopping it. And it just keeps taking out everything in its wake.
Yeah.
And it just makes me so sad that these people have no, I think it was, hey, Gwendolyn's in the building. I think it was Gwendolyn that said, they just don't have loyalty. The Democrats are not loyal to their people. They have no loyalty. And then the loyalty that they do have is misplaced. For instance, when Clinton got the nomination and the Bernie folks said, I'm not voting for her.
Yeah.
When Clinton got the nomination, the Bernie folks said, I'm not voting for her. I'm sitting this one out. I'm voting for the third party. There's no other party. Well, maybe, I don't know. I'm not in Europe, but I know that I look at the parliament. Yes, because
we're not in Europe. We have to look at the United States.
Right, there's but in this country, we don't have
a third party.
Yeah, we don't have a third party. But the thing is, I don't know a political party that eats their own like the Democrats. And it's traditional. This is not something that just happened overnight. The Democrats for 45, 50 years have done nothing but eat their own. It's one of the reasons why I never became a Democrat. I hated the Democrats because they were so weak. And they still, to this day, are weak.
They don't play by the same set of rules that everyone else plays with. And that's you want to be upright and just, but everyone else is playing dirty. If you're playing, they're playing checkers while everyone else is playing chess, basically.
That's right. And the Republicans play chess.
Yeah.
They see 4 years, 40 years out. This Project 25 rule book
50
started
years in
1978, 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago. And this game plan was put into motion 40 years ago. They said they had a plan. Remember, I know I'm ranting and raging, but I just have to get it off my chest.
No, get it out.
I have to get it off my chest. And so I just have to say, and we're going to go into Focus Friday and do some counts that will help us manage our news as we go forward. But it just blows my mind that these fools don't realize that it was the Republicans that put the poison in the water about Biden's age. And again, Trump is no spring chicken.
He's 4 years younger than
he's
Biden,
only
right?
3 years younger,
78. So, come on now. Yeah.
And he's a moron.
He's less competent. He is less competent. He has a set of 20 words that he
uses the same recycled stuff everywhere he goes.
Yeah. And then when he doesn't have his teleprompter, it is a whole thing.
It's a horror show.
He goes on sharks, electric planes, and I'm like, what does it have to do with anything? And here's the thing that the news media is not showing. The majority of his rallies, people are walking out of them, and they're not showing it. He has like the smallest crowds ever. You know how he is about crowd sizes. The media is not showing this stuff. You have to go to like, and not even cable news is showing. You have to go to like third party YouTubers that are actually in these events and that are showing the crowds and putting it on their YouTube channels.
Yeah, because they shoot these. People don't. We photographers, we know how to do this. There's certain angles that you can photograph something or film it that makes it look larger.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. Like sometimes when my clients have a low turnout for their event, I make sure that I'm not photographing where there's holes in the people.
Right.
I go to certain angles in the room and go a little lower so you can see the people, so that way you can see that it feels like it's more people.
Yeah.
It's a visual trick. It's an optic trick
Illusion.
of how media and how photographers who work for our clients present our clients in the best of light.
But the thing about it is, the news media does not work for Trump, but they're aiding him in every way.
It's the same thing all over again as 2016.
Yeah. Free press, free advertisement. I mean, it's just like, why are you covering this? This is not news.
Yeah, I was just, and Biden called it. He says, "I don't care." He says, It will never be good enough. I will never be good enough for some people here." Paraphrasing. It's ridiculous. It really is. If they would all just say, you know what, let's just focus on Trump and stop on Biden. Because if you focus on Trump, then you diminish him, and then Biden's numbers will go up. I mean, what's so hard about logic? Don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, what says you in the community? I see you guys are posting. Let me bring some of that up because you guys are here and you're sharing. Elise says exactly. I know Elise and I are on the same page. I know she and I are. Yeah. Kimmy says those that have decided are not changing at this point. Those who haven't are the ones we have to get on our side. You can't be scared of your choice now. Elise says we have to be the broken records. It is a choice between democracy and dictatorship. We have to keep saying it over and over. It's so simple. It's so simple. Trish is still saying blue wave. We got to go for the blue wave.
No, blue tsunami, like Elise said yesterday.
Blue tsunami. Sorry, blue tsunami. G says, I said the same thing, Brian. They all make mistakes while speaking. It's not that big of a deal. It isn't. I make gaffes. How many gaffes have I make online? I'm 60 years old. And I'm quite intelligent.
I do it too. I mean, we all do it. Especially when you're live and people are throwing things at you left and right. I mean, of course, your brain is working overtime to answer questions, to be thoughtful, to be considerate of your answers, and then also to give solid information. Listen, where's Trump's press conference? We haven't seen him do a press conference. Even when he was in office, he didn't do press conconferences.
No, he didn't. For 300 and I think it was 300 plus days.
His communication staff did not hold a press conference for over, was it 300 days?
300 plus days.
Yes. You did not have access to the visitors logs. You didn't have access to that White House, period. So, the reason why they're criticizing Biden and his administration so minutely is because of the fact that they have an open door policy, basically.
Yes.
Like every other administration except for Trump's.
Dorian says, good morning. Did you guys hear that the GOP declared war? The second American Revolution? Mm-hmm. Google Dr. Kevin Roberts' statement, president of the Heritage Foundation. Yes, this was last week.
Yeah, we mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about that. I mean, these people have declared war. And he said also, it will be bloodless.
Yes.
But depending upon the what do you call it? He
If
said
they go
the
along.
Democrats, or he said the liberals.
He said no, the left wingers, if they go along, it'll be bloodless.
Yes, right. It is. We are living in the last day. I know it sounds like science fiction almost. We are living in the last days of our country as a democracy, a constitutional democracy. Omar says, unfortunately, you are talking like the American people are thinkers, but they are not. We, the American people, cannot drill down to see the obvious. Is it you?
Preach.
Like I said, I talk to people all the time. You know me, I'm Curious George. So I ask questions everywhere I go. I'm in a restaurant. Hey, how you doing? We start talking. Next thing you know, have you heard about Project 2025? And they look at me like, what's Project 2025? I just had this discussion 2 days ago. I went out for my pizza after one of these broadcasts, after this community meeting. For those that know, I'm a pizza junkie. So I went over to the pizza place. My Syrian brother has a pizza place. He's a Middle Eastern Syrian man. So he introduced me to another person that was an older man that was older than me that loves politics. And so we're in the restaurant and I'm talking. And he's kind of like got some good issues. He knows some politics. However, you know me. You know where I am in this election. I said, have you heard about Project 2025? He goes, no. What's Project 2025? So I go on my phone and show him the phone and show him the list and show him all the information. He goes, really? Didn't even know this was going on. If Democrats don't get their butts going and their heads out of the sand, if they just ran on Project 2025 alone,
they would win, hands down.
They would win. It doesn't matter who's at the head of the ticket. If they just simply shared Project 2025 and what it's going to do. I mean, public servants, people are going to lose their jobs in the government. Thousands are going to be kicked off the rolls, of being fired, to be replaced by loyalists. Come on, folks. But it is the Democrat Party's responsibility. To hell with the coattails. I know we political people we who like politics. They're worried, if he's not at the head of the ticket, he's not winning, he's going to ruin it for all of us. Well, stop riding the coattails of the president. It doesn't work. Get out there and do your work. Like what's his name? Newsom said, work more, talk less. Get out and work. Work more and complain less. I know I'm on fire. What time is it? I'm ready to go into some good
10:26
Focus Friday stuff. I see here that came in there. Some folks that came in there. Brian, do you want to let me send this out to Brian if he wants to pop one, because Brian is going to be doing something today that I think is so exciting. Brian's got to tell us about it. And this is someone from our community, and I'm so happy for Brian. So I wish I was Brian.
I want to know how that came up. I want to know how it came about.
I want to know the stories behind this. So anyway, here it's sent out to you, B. So you want to come on and share your story about what you're going to be doing tonight, this evening. I see Lisa saying good morning. I see Kim says, this morning I saw a video of all the gaffes Trump has made on Roland Martin. The Dems need to watch that. It happens. And like Elise said yesterday, and we all had it here, and I'm going to bring it up, is that the Lincoln Project has given them the gift of sharing everything. You could do a commercial every 15 minutes with all the material that the Lincoln Project has created. And they will give it to them and say, do it, because they're all in it. We are all in this together to save democracy. Mr. B is in the building. What's going on, Mr. B?
Guys.
So tell us about, first of all, tell folks what you're going to be doing tonight.
Let me see. Well, I thought
today is the 12th, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah. So here, I'll just show that if people can see. So I got I awoke this morning to an invite from the Biden-Harris campaign to come and be in attendance for the rally he's going to have here today in Detroit later on this afternoon, or this evening, early afternoon, late evening, or whatever. But yeah, I'm glad I checked my email this morning.
That is, I mean, I can't wait for you to go and then come back and share your stories about it, because I mean, how awesome to be able to attend that this evening.
Yeah. And how it came about. I mean, you know, I'm a broken record in saying that I try to be involved, and I'm not in politics. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a politician. I constantly say I feel like I'm just a guy. I'm just an average citizen, and I try to be as engaged as I can. I communicate with my congressman, my senator, and I hold them to account. Like I've been on the phone leaving messages. You rarely get the actual people. I've yet to get the actual, my Senator Gary Peters, not Gary Chambers. I know Gary Chambers is the brother down in Louisiana. But my point is that I am engaged as best as I can. When President Biden was inaugurated, I reached out to ask for leading up to the inauguration, I reached out and asked for tickets. I put my name on the list, and I donate. So I guess I don't know if it's good or bad. I guess I'm on a list. But
bad news if Trump wins, right? We're all doomed.
Yeah. We're going on the list.
We're on the list. We may end up on the like the Handmaid's Tale. We may be on the wall.
Yeah. So I'll just say that I will see for myself firsthand. I'm not the only one going to be there. So, but this is the closest I will be to President Biden to gauge for myself. Okay, how does he look physically? What's the vibe, which grinds my gears that it's not an apples to apples conversation. For any gaffe that President Biden makes, go look at the other guy. The press conference last night, I watched that front to back. I followed Joe Biden, especially after Senator Obama said he was going to be his running mate. And if you are an armchair follower of politics and you're only getting your information about this election from sound bites, in my opinion, you failed. Because right after that press conference yesterday, as I was watching it live, I'm like, oh man, the gaffes, the miscues. But then as I listened and watched the entire thing, it's like he is on point. Yeah, he's slower, but if you did this and just listened to the entire thing, he has substance. And right after the press conference, all I said, Vice President Trump, he made it. I'm like, mofo, if that's what you guys are focusing on, you are missing something
exactly
huge. There is substance there. Ask Convict Orange about a specific policy. I dare you. I triple dare you. Nothing. So, and I bring this back. For decades, one of the known knowns of Joe Biden is he's gaffable. If you look at history,
he's the gaffer.
SNL,
he's the gaffer.
Saturday Night Live in its infancy in the 70s, they would clown former President Ford for his gaffes. They would clown Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan. So why in the hell are we like they are shooting themselves in the foot? But yes,
they're crazy. They're crazy.
And I will report back.
Well, anyway, thank you so much, bro. Yep. I'm gonna peel you off. We're gonna go right into focus on Friday and get some accounts here that bless us, encourage, inspire us. But thank you. I can't wait to hear the news, bro.
Have a great time, Brian.
Yes, yes, I'm with you. Isn't that awesome? That he's gonna be there. Be there. That is awesome. I see here. I'm going through some of these. Good morning, Anthony. It's like fussing about family business in public. They need to come out unified in support of Biden. And I do believe, like Ali, I think Elise just said that. Someone said this. As I was reading through the posting some of these. Biden needs to come out. Sorry, Obama needs to come out, and Bush needs to come out. All of these, the presidents that are all alive, let's put, there needs to be a press conference. There needs to be a press conference with all the presidents on the stage and sharing where we are in this current situation. We are on the cusp of losing democracy, and it don't matter what party you belong to. It is only one choice. There's only two choices. Democracy. Do we continue as a democracy, or do we go to dictatorship? And all of the presidents, as they said, the president's men, all the presidents need to pop up together and support Biden unconditionally as the president club that they are. There's only a couple of people left in the president club. I just say that's just a thought. Anyway, I see here. Kimmy says, I thought I was something about Alexander Castro file articles of impeachment on second Supreme Court justice. Yes, that's a good thing, but they're going to knock it down. I see here. Grand Rising from is in the building. Grand Rising says Amparo, and okay, here we go. And Democrats beat Trump's candidates 2 years ago by focusing on the overturning of Roe versus Wade. That's all they gotta do is focus on Roe versus Wade, the overturning of Roe and Project 2025. They could win. It don't matter who's at the ticket, and Biden should stay at the ticket if he can. I see here, Kimmy says, so many emails about donating. Who knows what's a real site and not a scam? This is very true. That's why I don't donate these days. Unfortunately, I donated earlier, but not now because too many scammers out there. And Power says, why aren't people asking why the great convict pumpkin isn't leaving the campaign?
It's true.
And Felicia said, looking forward to your report, Brian. And Amparo has a FF out there, her suggestion of an account. Okay, so make sure this is an example here of
I got it
what to do. FF, and then put the count that blesses, encourages you, and inspires. However, I'm going to hold off on that one because I'm going to give you my first one. My first one is very important. It is called the LincolnProject.us. Now, we did show this yesterday, but today is our Focus Friday, and we focus on accounts that inspire and encourage. Not only are they here on Instagram, for those that are in the Instagram community, they really, really work. I think their project works really great on Instagram. I mean, they have the whole YouTube channel as well. But the Instagram takes you through all of their footage, all their campaigns, everything they have here. And you can take this information. It really is inspirational of what they come up with when they have fact checkers that are working hard on getting all of this stuff out there into the world to make sure you know about what's going on to support democracy and get rid of Trump. So I should say prevent him from becoming president again. But LincolnProject.us on your Instagram, write it down, put it in your tablet. If you're looking at this on your big screen television or you're looking at this on your tablet, go to your phone and put this in and make sure it is part of your news gathering and just information that you can also put this in your stories. Look, go through it, look at it, put it in your stories and put it out there. If everyone is working together, every one voice count. You may not have a microphone. You may not be able to stand in the corner, in the square of your corner, in your, the what you call the neighborhood square. You do have a voice online.
Absolutely.
And believe it or not, the more people are doing it, the more traction it gets. And the more traction it gets, the more the algorithms pick it up. And they say, okay, this is what people are looking at. This is what they want to talk about. This is what they want to share. Anyway, LincolnProject.us is my first Focus Friday account to put on your radar and follow and like and share. Okay.
It's a good one.
Very good one. I see here. So Amparo has.
I put it in our private chat.
Yep. And I can just copy and paste. There we go. Yep. Thank you, sir.
I'm on the prowl.
I love it when we work together. We always do. That's the only thing. Oh, they don't work together? Yeah, we work together. We do go in here. However, let's see here. This doesn't seem to be an active account. Is something missing?
Let me try it.
I see Theta Wells, but I do not see any other. Oh, here it goes. Oh, sorry. It came up as it was something missing. Yep, but I think I found it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
This is it?
I think so.
Is this it, Amparo? Because this is beautiful, so it has to be.
Yeah, I think
this is an art page, and this is Thandiwe Muriu. I'm gonna follow that because I love art. It says ordered by new book Cameo. Yeah, that's Thandiwe Muriu. Okay, there we go. And it looks like she's an artist. Let's check it out. Nice. Oh, where is she? This is some beautiful country land. Camo. Wow. This is cool. And she has lots of information with these with her art. Lab clothes creation in progress. Many of the reflections on the wonder of womanhood are inspired by my mother. It was a mother's love that created my first studio. White bed sheets draped over a doorway and aluminum foil wrapped around a cardboard box were innovative solutions dreamed up by her. Okay, I like this. Amparo, how long have you been following her? It almost has a Conde, was it Conde Weil feel to it, but in geometric patterns versus flowers. Mixed media.
Type, this kind of reminds me of back in the late 80s. That type of artwork was really, really popular. I even remember them doing Coke. Remember that Coke commercial where he had the guy, the computer generated guy. He always had those busy patterns in the back.
Yeah,
I think it was called either Coke or Pepsi. One of them.
I really do love this page.
Yeah.
I can't wait to dive into this one. Wow. This is, I've never seen anything like this one before. Chris, have you seen anything like this before?
Not this particular page, no, but it's really creative. I love it.
Look at that. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Amparo. Thank you for that. This is a gift. That was definitely a gift. Do we have any others in there? As you guys are
I didn't see any yet.
Okay, make sure you put the FF there if you are interested in sharing. Okay.
No more yet.
Okay, so if you guys don't have one, I do have another one. Like I said, my picks today are all political related. So stand tuned, stand by.
Don't say that.
My next one is, if you haven't been following Democracy Docket, this one is called educational. The Democracy Docket, what they do is they are engaged, like lobbyists are lobbyists for corporations. The Democracy Docket is lobbyists for democracy. They position themselves by presenting cases that go all the way up sometimes to the Supreme Court to have judgments so that you and I can continue with our rights to vote. They really focus on voters' rights and all of the laws and the gerrymandering and all the stuff that goes on in our country to manipulate and prevent people from voting. They go all in to stop that and do what's called court reversals, or totally dismantling some of the mismanaged how they gerrymandered different counties so that Black people or people of color can't vote or have a majority, or they split up the people of color's vote and put them into 5 different, make them into, instead of making them into one county, or to say one voting block, they split them up and put them in pieces so that their voices can never be heard. And they go after all of those cities, all of those states that do it. Democracy Docket. Another one you should be following. Has 44.2 K followers, and it is all about saving democracy and voters' rights. So if there's anything about voting that you should know, that you need to know, is this platform. Is there another FF in there? Is there another one?
I don't see any yet. I'm
Good Girl says she Girls Club said the Girls Club says she put an FF in there. Okay, I see it.
Do you see it?
She wrote it out. Here it is. Hold on a second. She has it as a Focus Friday. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Made traveling a while back, and they're like a modern green book. Okay, so I must have missed something back here. Hold on. I
saw that, but I didn't see like a page for it.
Yeah. Girls Club, can you make sure you give us the @ and if it's a Instagram account or is it a YouTube channel?
Page.
You're right. Okay. So make sure you let us know that. So that way we can go to it and share it. Because
actually, hold on. Let me see something, because I think I figured out what she was doing. Give me 1 second.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So go to YouTube, Ron, and just put in Traveling While Black.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So we're going to do that. Okay. Here we go. There we go.
It'll probably come up as Traveling While Black 1.
Number 1 or word 1?
Yeah, the number 1. The number 1. See, I hope this is it. It's a couple. Yeah, that's the one I come across.
Okay.
Recently, my wife and I moved from St. Louis, Missouri, halfway across the country to Seattle, Washington.
After living in the Midwest,
I've heard about these folks.
All the areas surrounding our new home.
We're traveling, let alone relocating to unfamiliar places, as a person of color, could be somewhat of an uncomfortable experience.
We thought, wouldn't it be nice if there was a Black couple that had been to the places we wanted to explore and reviewed them based on visiting for the
hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Hold on a second. Let me.
Black in Seattle.
That's cool. Okay, so yeah, so this is nice. Okay, I'm subscribing to them. Traveling by being Black, and what they do is they travel as a couple and they find all these amazing places. They do videos on it. They share all these different places around that they've traveled to, And like the Girls Club says, it's like a green book in modern form. Places that are friendly to Black folks. And I saw them. I don't know what news program did a story on them, but they were featured on one of the news channels, I do believe. Let me see if I could. Yeah, but okay. I like this. Traveling While Black. They have 11.2K subscribers. Welcome to Traveling While Black, your go-to channel and exclusive travel destinations. Nice. Cool beans. Okay, I like this. I like it. I like it. Okay, any others? Any other focus that we should be focusing on? Anything else out there?
Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat. And Paro has another one.
I see. Mental floss.
Yeah. All right, it's in our chat.
Okay, there we go. Let me go and get this one. Here we go. Copy and back to this Instagram. I'm sure. Looks like it's Instagram. Okay. Here we go. Okay, this one has 220,000 followers. It is called Mental Floss, home for all things curious, including facts, answers to life's big question, and untold stories from history, science, pop culture, and beyond. Ah, nice. Okay. Old slang terms for sex, the original names of brands, our urban legends, a few of our favorite stories over the years, the only woman whose name appeared on the Declaration of Wait a minute. I did not know this. How did I not know this information? There was a woman on the Declaration of Independence. Her name? Did not know. Mary Catherine Goldbard. Oh, it says printed by her.
Printed by her.
I was like, wait a minute. She's not the she's not the signer. She's not a signer. Okay. It was like, wait a minute. She almost had me stumped there. Okay. Looks like interesting information. I need to dive into this one to check it out. How can I use this platform? Oh, I'm gonna follow it definitely. Make a marker and put it in my favorites. Okay, cool beans. Thank you for that one. That was from Amparo, right?
Yes.
Okay. Any others out there?
No.
Oh, this is crickets today. What's going on? Y'all don't have. Hey, Rashawn is in the building. What's going on, Rashawn? I see you, Rashawn. Yeah, Lisa was saying earlier, we should all be posting clips from the Lincoln Project. Exactly. Lisa says they said Obama and Pelosi have met. Okay, got that. To speak about Biden. How does the news know this? Why is this news saying this? It feels like they are trying to make us all join this get rid of Biden train. It is. That's what they're doing. They've already convinced themselves that this is what they want to do. Okay, so here's another one of mine that I think you should know about. And it's called Democracy Now! Another platform that is all in for democracy. And what they do is they're really capturing the highlights and everything that's happening in our democracy. And also not only just here, but also how our democracy influences other democracies. So you can go and look at other countries and their democracies, but it is truly mostly American. But it is like, for instance, here's about the French standing up to Le Pen and saying, you know what? We ain't having that here. And so you can go on. This is a really good platform if you want some good news on what's happening in democracy globally and locally. Okay, so if you like, oh, Ron, how do you get all your information? Where? So this is where we go. Sources like this. These are true journalists in the field working. And this particular platform is also consolidating information from a wide spectrum of political sources. Okay, so there you go. Check this out. I think you will learn something about democracy. It's well laid out. It's easy to follow, and it's excellent, excellent, excellent. Because we need to not only think about what's happening here in America, we need to also know how we are influencing the world and how the world is influencing us. Okay. Any others? Chris, what time is it? Are we?
No, we have about 7 minutes. No, 6 minutes before we have to wrap up.
Okay. So I
maybe
see
one
here.
more.
Yeah, Emparo says about that. The artist that we're looking at, Kande Wow. Yeah. Oh, did I skip it? Did I miss it? Akinde. Akinde. That's it. Akinde. Thank you for that. Thank you, Akinde. Yeah, thank you. Let me see here. I put my effort. We got that submission. We got those. We got those. Brian, we got that. Aparo, put one more. Okay, got that. I scroll back at Brian and Aparo and don't see y'all. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's another one, Chris, from Amparo. She's on a mission. Amparo she's on a mission. Contingency plans.
Okay. Hold on. This is on IG. Hold on 1 second. I'm copying it now. You just dropped it in. So this might be the last one. There you go.
Yeah, and then we'll close out. Okay, with one of my last ones.
Excuse me.
Okay, here we go. Let me copy and paste that, baby, and put that in the search. That's why I love Focus Fridays, because you guys give me all this new food to kind of like look at some of these images. Because you know what, with all this politics, you need to have things that pull your brain out of it. And since I am like always in political chatter, it's always good to have art to kind of like relax my brain. Okay, so this is contingency plans. Here we go. I think this is it. Ooh, what's going on here? What's going on here? Huh. Well, let's see what the account says. Let me go back. Architectural designer. Contingency plans is an interdisciplinary architecture and design studio based in Hamburg, Vienna, and Tehran. Yeah. Okay. Is this fabric or is this composites? Looks like some kind of composites.
No, yeah, it looks like it's probably 3D printed. So here's the thing. If this is not AI generated, it looks like it's 3D printed.
Interesting. A whole new way of fashion, I see.
Parisian calligraphy.
Wow.
Oh, wait. No, it's AI generated. It says it
is. So it's an AI generated platform?
They use Midjourney 6.0 and Magnific AI.
Yeah, I see here. Yeah, 6.0 and Magnific AI.
Yeah, so it's computer generated.
Okay. Still cool.
All right.
It almost looked like it was real, didn't it? Didn't it look like it was just
listen, AI
show?
now, the imagery on AI is really good now.
Look at that. That looks like a real dress.
Yep.
Holy moly. Ooh, AI is changing the world. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Look at that. Okay. I'm impressed. Definitely something for the fashion gurus in the building to get some fashion and look at. Okay, one more, and then we're out of here. What time is it? I see we got
you
2
got
minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. I want to get out of here and let you guys go. Did I get everything? The last thing I'm going to give you for today, as in for democracy, is Democracy Forward. Now, they're not a big movement, but they are, let's just say they're not big on social media. I think they kind of just really got into social media over the last years. But again, they are also defenders of democracy. You can go through their page, check it out. We use the law to advance a bold, vibrant democracy for all people by defending progress, disrupting extremism, and building for the future. It is a nonprofit organization. So check out Democracy Forward. I've seen them several times. People from their platform being interviewed on Joy Reid, which you see here. Joy Reid's talking to she's this woman right here, and so yeah, so they've been on the news, MSNBC a lot, talking about what's going on in politics and how we can defend and work on how to preserve democracy in the era that we're living in. Okay, guys. Well, I think we covered a lot today. Chris, any last words?
Yeah. No, man.
It's Friday. Wait, did we lose Chris? We lost Chris. Where did Chris go? How did we lose Chris? He must have had a glitch. We lost our Chris. Okay, so let me just go through here and see what you guys are saying here. For next week. Okay, good morning, David. Oh. He just sent me a text, looks like. Hold on a second. Okay, that wasn't his text. Okay. I'm sure he'll come back if he's coming back on. Hold on a second. Okay, we're going to see if he's pops. Hey, there he is. There you are. What happened?
Well, I don't know what happened.
I was like, oh my God. I said, I hope he didn't have a power outage.
I got kicked out.
I was like, any last words? And you were like, gone.
No, okay. I'm good. No last words.
David says, good morning, Ron. Sorry, I'll have to watch this show and replay. But quickly, I finally heard a discussion about 2025 on the Nation radio station, KCBS. It's gained traction, I hope. Yeah, guys, we need to keep pushing. Let's push and work for democracy. I don't care. I just want to keep pushing I just wish the talking heads would stop talking and just get to the road and make an impact in sharing a way to win this election. Go all in about Project 2025. Go all in about women's rights. And I'm sure we can win this election. Okay, guys, let me see here. What you guys are all talking. You guys are the best talking heads. Hannah says, I just came back to the chat and saw what you said about Obama. Do you think he is all for Biden now to come out and support him? I don't know. You know, there's been some problems even though Biden and Obama seem to have a friendship, but we always have to remember that Obama also went on the side of Hillary instead of him when they were running together. So there's some frictions in both camps, but it doesn't matter. Those frictions need to go, and we all need to focus on democracy. Hannah says CNN was making it seem like they have beef, like Biden is mad because Obama didn't think he should run the last election. It's not. I don't think it's Obama and Biden, but it's their parties. It's their entities. Have a great weekend. All says Trish. Okay, good. I think we're out of here, Chris. I think we're good, right? I think we're good. So, guys, make sure that you are getting out there, sharing the gospel of politics. That was blasphemous. No, but get out there and share. Get out there. Did you see the question about Obama? Yes. National and gaining. I need a proof. Read before hitting the button. Yes. And Hannah says they were saying that Obama is talking to Nancy. Yep. You guys are on the ball. You guys are on the ball. So I will probably be on tomorrow somewhere in New York City on Touch Base Daily on the Move. And but until then, Monday we'll be back. We'll be here again to do it all over again. Hopefully, we are one step closer to keeping our democracy. And on that note, guys, I think it's time to say goodbye. Goodbye.